Do you remember when Pixelmon used to look like this? Well, what if I could tell you it was back? Sort of. We've got used to the nice clean texture of Pixelmon today. What if I could tell you there was a mod where we go back in time almost, and we get all the old models, but this is played on a newer version of Minecraft, so we can fight different things like the Wardens and get more items. This mod gives the nostalgia of playing Pixelmon from 10 years ago, but with the feels of the newest versions of Minecraft. You might be asking, what is this? This mod is Cobblemon. When you load in, you don't pick your stars straight away. You can go around and explore before all this, and you get to see what all the Pokemon look like. And none of them look like they normally do. The starter choices, you can choose any of the generations except Johto and Paldea, I think. For this, I'm just going to pick Mudkip though, because how can you hate this little boy? This game is always updating and developing animations and gameplay as well. For this, they add new Pokemon all the time and give each Pokemon a custom movement and faint animation, which is amazing. And they're still adding them to Pokemon that are in the game currently. I'm sure as well they'll add all battle animations as soon as possible, as this game is consistently developing. This also mixes with normal Minecraft, so you can fight mobs. So playing Cobblemon in survival with the difficulty now has a purpose. You could even do Cobblemon hardcore. They even give new structures, like this apricot tree, they've changed it to how they grow and how it looks. And it's almost like they grow off cocoa beans off the trees there, which I think looks better and it also makes more sense. If I grab some Pokeballs quickly, I can show you the catching animations and what it looks like. This is where you can even move around in the battles. And it looks so cool, and it feels like you're playing Legends Arceus where you had that freedom, and it's so good. It makes it feel more open world, and those little details actually make the difference for me. If you want to give this a try yourself as well, I'd love the download link in the description. Or it's also available on Tech Launcher if you prefer that. Just type in Cobblemon. You can also still catch Pokemon outside a battle, so you don't need to actually go into a battle to catch them. So if all your Pokemon have fainted, you can just throw a Pokeball at them and try and catch them. It also feels to me like there's no Pokemon actually out of place and they all look like they belong here. The textures really make the difference. I always love Pixelmon and the textures and how amazing they look and how close they are to the actual Pokemon designs. But with this, it's definitely more of a nostalgia feel. And we almost going back watching the old Pokemon series, knowing what the Pokemon design would look like, but not knowing if it would be blocky or more up to date with it. Some of the animations on here are already so good, like this Geodude just rolling around, and it's what you'd expect them to do, not just float around and not do this. I also love how Golem legit looks like a cobblestone block, just a few details at the head, legs, and arms. There's also new ways to get items. Like if I eat this apple, I have a chance of getting leftovers through eating an apple instead of finding it randomly in a Pokéloop. You can also give it to any Pokemon by accessing the menu while they're out in the wild. And there's also things like the XP share that's now craftable, and even some legendaries are available by summoning, like Mew and Rayquaza. Keep in mind that they're always still developing this game. I'm just going to level up my Mudkip quickly, and I have the choice to evolve him. He doesn't automatically evolve. You can see all your Pokemon's natures, abilities, and everything as well, and it's really easy to understand in this menu here. Obviously, because it's still in development, there's actually no evolution animation, but they will be adding it, and I can't wait to see what it looks like, as the animations already on Cobblemon are so good. The nice thing as well is you can choose what moveset you want on your Pokemon at any time, and you can change them when you want. So I'm going to give my Marshall Earthquake and Water Pulse, and I'm also going to reteach him Rock Smash. It also doesn't cost anything, and you don't have to wait around for a move relearner to spawn in the wild. Anyways, now let's evolve my Marshtomp all the way to a Swampert, and he looks amazing. Like I've already said, this is mixed in with normal Minecraft, so you have to fight mobs while playing the game to make it even harder, so you can actually do this on hardcore and see how far you get. If you want to see me do 100 days on Cobblemon, please subscribe to the channel and shout at me in the comments to make sure I get it out sooner. I might even have to fight a Warden in those 100 days if you guys want me to. With all this as well and the custom biomes, there will be so many things to do in the 100 days. It will be non-stop action. There are also custom villages where once you enter the village, it tells you what village you're entering. Like here, I'm entering Sartan. They have custom structures here as well. The only thing I think would make it even cooler is if they mixed in the Pokemon and normal mobs. Like here, if you did a few Squirtles of the Turtles, or even a herd of sheep, and you just gave in a few Woolos to spice it up a bit. Each Pokemon as well has a custom animation for what they might be doing. So some Pokemon, when you find them, they might actually be asleep instead of just running around. So when you go into battle them, they're already asleep, and it makes it easier to capture them. Even how Gyarados looks, it just reminds me of how he used to look before he got smoothed out, and how we see Gyarados today in Pixelmon. Anyways, I really hope you guys did enjoy this small showcase on Cobblemon, and hope you enjoyed seeing all the new Cobblemon sprites, and maybe what the future for Pixelmon could be. Let me know in the comments as well if you prefer Cobblemon or Pixelmon. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.